Hi, I'm Caitlin Skaggs. I'm Associate Vice President for University Relations at Radford University. And today I'm joined by Melissa Neal. She is our Assistant Registrar. Melissa, thanks for joining me today.
Sure, thanks for having me.
So I understand the Registrar's office is focused on the academic side of the student experience. Is that correct?
Correct.
So what types of things would they come to you for?
They may come to us to drop off paperwork to change their major or to withdraw from a course. They may also want to request their transcripts, which they can also do online, but may have questions or concerns about that. We are here for the students to help uphold the policies and procedures of the university, but really just to help you maneuver around the university and make changes where you would like. So if there's any questions or concerns that students have, they're welcome to start with us in person, via phone, via email, and if we don't know the answer, we can find it or direct them in the right direction.
So within a student's first year, maybe their first semester even, what would be some of the reasons they would reach out to your office?
They could come in and ask how to verify their enrollment for insurance purposes or military benefits. They may come in and ask about how to make sure that their military and GI benefits are properly applied. They may have questions about how to turn in AP scores or transcripts to make sure that their credit for prerequisites is being applied to their record.
Okay, great. So a lot of really great reasons to come by and see you all.
Yes.
So I know one exciting aspect of Quest is that our students are going to get their schedule set for the upcoming fall semester. What happens if they get on campus or leading up to arriving, they realize they want to make a change? Is that still possible?
Absolutely. They can reach out to their college advising center, and they can do this via email or phone, anywhere from the time they leave Quest all the way up through the first week of classes, which is our add drop period.
Okay. Okay, add drop period. You bring up a really great point. Tell me more about what that is.
So essentially, the first week of classes allows students the ability to change their schedule. And so they would, again, go through their college advising center, but this would allow them to make any adjustments if they get into their first classes and they feel like they're not a good fit for them and they want to look at other times or other options.
So there's some flexibility.
Yes.
Great. So what would happen if a student got past the drop add period and realized that for whatever reason, a particular course was not for them?
They can also do that through their college advising center. Their advising centers are going to be their other go-to folks. They will help them fill out the paperwork, and then it will go to our office and we can process that withdrawal for them.
Okay, does that negatively impact GPA?
No, it does not. They are limited to 5 withdrawals throughout their time here at Radford, so they want to be careful about which courses they choose to withdraw from. They can drop within that first week of courses and it won't count as a withdrawal. It will just be a basic drop and won't have any impact. But once we get past that first week, they do have a time frame they can withdraw and get a W on their transcript instead of a grade.
Good to know. One responsibility that your office has that I think is very important for students to know about involves the FERPA. Let's start there. What is the FERPA?
Essentially, I like to compare the FERPA to the HIPAA in the medical world and the healthcare field. It protects your students' records. So regardless of what age your student is, even if they're 17 or 16 when they come to Radford, their records are completely protected, just like a HIPAA would protect all of the medical records for the student.
Okay, so what do students need to be thinking about then in regards to FERPA?
Well, student needs to be thinking about what information that they want their family member to have access to. So if they have a family member that's paying their bill or making payments or wants to call and help them figure out the journey of financial aid or what their bill looks like and wants to ask questions from the Office of the Bursar, we are not allowed to talk to that family member unless we have a release form or a FERPA on file for that student.
Who can a student list on their FERPA form?
Anyone they choose. It can be a parent, it can be a family member, it can be a loved one, it can be a spouse, it can be a sibling, anybody that they want to allow access to us to talk with about their records can be on the form.
Okay, and so then on the family side, what should families be thinking about as they help their students prepare for the fall in terms of the FERPA?
Sure. Well, I would definitely say filling out a FERPA form, which you can find on our website, and you can email that in, you can fax that into the registrar's office, and it is really important to have that on file, again, if you want to be able to make any phone calls and ask any questions about academics, about financial aid, about a student's bill. If we don't have that on file, we can't release any information beyond a general overview.
So with the waiver, is it all or nothing? Are there areas that they can choose between? Can you give us a little more about
Sure.
that?
Yeah, it is not all or nothing. You can actually choose as many people as you would like to be included on the FERPA. So if you have family members, a spouse if you're old enough, anything like that, any person that you want to be able to talk to us is good. And then you can choose what types of records we're allowed to talk about. So there's academic records, that would be grades and things like that. Conduct records are listed on there. Financial records are on there. There is an option to choose everything, anything and everything, and all records kind of deal, but they can pick and choose which types of records they would like to allow access to.
Okay, so it sounds like a good next step for students and families would to be have that conversation, consider what that form should look like for their unique circumstances, and then provide it to your office so it can be on record.
Yes, and the only other thing that I might say about it is to assure students this is not us giving website access to the portal or the ability to register for classes or any of those types of things that you as a student might want to do on your own. We're not giving them login information or anything like that. This is literally just giving us the ability to talk with people via phone or in person or via email if they call and ask questions.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's a great point of clarification. I would love to know, what do you like about being part of the Radford family?
People would be my best answer, whether it's faculty, staff, students, everyone on campus loves our students and is focused on our students. Everything that we do is geared towards our students. There's so much passion and joy as people go throughout their days. There's lots of collaboration. It's a small enough campus that everybody knows each other and waves to each other and chats with each other, and it just has a good community family vibe.
Melissa, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been a fun conversation, and I know it's going to be really helpful for our incoming students. Do you have any final words for them as they get excited about the start of the next semester?
Sure. I would just say that we're here and we're open. We are open now. We'll be open all the way through until classes begin, and we're here for any needs that you might have. If we don't know the answer right off the bat, we'll lead you in the right direction or we'll do the legwork for you, but we want you to know that we are here and available to answer any questions you might have.
Great. Thank you so much.